You walk into a restaurant and the owner is behind the counter, phone in hand, looking stressed. They're trying to figure out how to post a picture of the day's special on Instagram, but the interface keeps changing, and they need to cross-post to Facebook, maybe even LinkedIn for their catering clients. They sigh, put the phone down, and go back to seating customers. They know they need to be online, but the tech feels like a burden, not a help. This is the reality for so many small and medium business owners, and it's fueled by a pervasive myth in the tech world: expensive equals better. I've seen it time and again. A local shop owner invests thousands in a massive enterprise-level software suite designed for companies with 500 employees. The sales demo was impressive, the price tag suggested prestige and power. But 6 months later, that expensive software is sitting unused. It's too complex, requires hours of training, and frankly, it's overkill for a business that just needs to keep track of inventory and connect with local customers. It became another item on a never-ending to-do list, a source of guilt rather than a source of support. The truth is, the most expensive tool is the worst possible investment if it doesn't get used. The real cost isn't the subscription fee, it's the wasted time, the frustration, and the opportunity cost of not focusing on what actually grows the business. Let's talk about what really matters when choosing technology for your business. It's not about having the most features or the biggest brand name. It's about finding a tool that fits your life, solves your specific problem, and gets out of your way. Think about the core values that should guide any business decision, especially for small and medium enterprises. The first one is practical results over hype. We get bombarded with flashy promises of AI magic and revolutionary platforms, but what does it actually do for you, right now, in your business? Does it save you time? Does it make you money? Does it reduce stress? If the answer isn't a clear yes, it's just hype. The second value is simplicity first. The best technology is invisible. It works so seamlessly that you barely notice it's there. It doesn't require a manual the size of a phone book or a dedicated IT person. It just works. This is the zero-friction ideal. You have enough friction in your day: supplier issues, staffing challenges, customer requests. Your tools should be the opposite. They should be the easy part. Finally, and this is crucial, time is revenue. For a business owner, every minute spent wrestling with clunky software is a minute not spent serving customers, improving products, or strategizing for growth. That 15 minutes it takes to create and publish a single social media post, that's 15 minutes you could have spent talking to a regular, upselling a catering order, or training a new employee. When you frame it that way, the cost of a tool isn't just its price tag, it's the value of the time it saves you. So, how do you cut through the noise? How do you avoid buying that expensive, complex white elephant? It starts with a simple exercise. Before you even look at a new piece of software, take a week to document your current process. What do you actually do, step by step, to accomplish the task you're trying to solve? I'm not talking about what you think you do, or what the procedure manual says. I'm talking about the real, messy, in-the-trenches workflow. You might discover that the problem isn't your tool at all. Maybe it's a series of unnecessary steps you can eliminate. Perhaps the best solution isn't a new expensive system, but a simpler way of doing things. Sometimes, the most advanced technology is just doing less, but better. Let's take social media, for example. It's a classic pain point. You know you need to be consistent. You know it's a powerful way to connect with your community and drive sales, but the process is a nightmare. You start with an idea. Maybe it's a photo of a new product or a quick thought about your industry. Then you have to write a caption. Is it engaging? Does it sound like you? You have to think about hashtags, about the right format for each platform. Instagram wants a square image, Twitter has a character limit, LinkedIn prefers a more professional tone. You open the Instagram app, then the Facebook app, then the LinkedIn app. You paste the text, upload the image, check the preview, and hit post. Then you do it all over again for the next platform. By the time you're done, you've spent 20 minutes on a single post, and you have to do this every day to stay relevant. It's exhausting. This is where the wrong kind of tech makes things worse. You might try to use a massive marketing platform designed for a corporation with a whole department to manage it. The dashboard is a sea of buttons and graphs you don't understand. You spend more time trying to figure out the software than you do creating content. You give up. The expensive software renews automatically, and your social media pages go silent. The alternative isn't to abandon social media, it's to find a tool that respects your time and your reality. Imagine a different approach. You have an idea for a post. It could be a voice note you record on your way to the shop, a quick text message, a photo, or even a short video clip. You send it to one place, that's it. From there, a system that actually understands your business gets to work. It takes your core idea and transforms it into a professional-looking post, tailored to your brand's voice. It knows you're a local bakery, so it uses a warm, inviting tone. It knows you're a B2B consultant, so it keeps the language sharp and professional. Then, it adapts that single post for every platform. It generates the perfect square image for Instagram, a version with a longer caption for Facebook, and a more business-focused take for LinkedIn. It handles the technical details automatically. You don't need to worry about formats or character counts. Finally, with a single click, it publishes everything. One action, and your content is live across all your channels. The whole process, from idea to published post, takes 2 or 3 minutes, not 20. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you use a tool built with simplicity and efficiency at its core. This is the difference between generic, one-size-fits-all technology and a tool designed specifically for the problems small and medium businesses face. A generic AI might give you a block of text, but it doesn't know your business, it doesn't know your voice, your customers, or your goals. You have to spend time editing, tweaking, and prompting it to get something usable. You're still doing the heavy lifting. A purpose-built system, on the other hand, learns from you. The more you use it, the better it gets at mimicking your style and understanding what you want to communicate. It's not just a text generator, it's a content partner that works in the background. It's the difference between having a dictionary and having a professional writer on your team. One gives you the raw materials, the other gives you a finished product. Let's talk about the concept of quality. For a small business, quality doesn't mean a Super Bowl commercial. It means looking professional and consistent. It means showing up for your customers, even online. Quality is maintaining a brand voice that feels authentic and trustworthy. It's the opposite of the amateur hour posts that happen when a busy owner is rushing to get something, anything, online at 10 p.m. When you're drowning in tasks, your social media posts become a frantic afterthought. The photos are blurry, the captions are riddled with typos, and the messaging is inconsistent. This does more harm than good. It signals to potential customers that you're overwhelmed and maybe not on top of your game. A good tool prevents this. It ensures that every post, even the ones you create in a hurry, looks polished and professional. It maintains consistency, which builds trust. And it does this without demanding hours of your time. That's a real, measurable ROI. It's not just about saving a few minutes, it's about the value of projecting a professional image that attracts and retains customers. I once worked with a local restaurant owner who was spending 15 hours a week on administrative tasks. A huge chunk of that was trying to manage their social media and online presence across 3 different locations. They were using a patchwork of free tools and manual processes. Nothing was integrated. They were constantly running out of popular ingredients because their inventory system didn't talk to their sales data. Their social media was inconsistent at best. They were burning out. We didn't implement a massive, expensive ERP system. We found a simple inventory management tool that integrated directly with their point-of-sale system. We set up a straightforward content creation workflow that cut their posting time from hours to minutes. Within 30 days, their food waste was down 40%. Their weekly admin time dropped to just 2 hours. The owner told me it felt like magic. But it wasn't magic. It was just using the right, simple tool for the actual problem. That's the lesson. The goal of technology is to solve a problem, not to create a new one. The best tool is the one that fits so naturally into your workflow that it feels like an extension of you. It should give you back your time, so you can focus on the parts of your business you're actually good at: serving customers, creating products, building relationships. This is especially true in the digital transformation journey. Small businesses often feel like they're being left behind, that they need to catch up to big corporations. They think they need the same complex, expensive tools to compete, but that's a trap. You don't need to compete on complexity, you need to compete on agility and personal connection. A simple, effective tool that lets you maintain a strong, consistent online presence is more powerful than a complex system that you can't even use. The digital world is noisy. There's a lot of hype around AI, around automation, around the next big thing. It's easy to get swept up in it and feel like you need to invest in every new trend. But the most successful small businesses are often the ones that focus on the fundamentals. They build a solid foundation first. That means having a clear brand message, it means understanding your customer, and it means using tools that make your life easier, not harder. Don't implement AI just because everyone else is talking about it. Don't move to the cloud just because it's popular. Fix what's actually broken first. If your biggest problem is inconsistent social media, find a tool that solves that specific problem elegantly and efficiently. Don't buy a massive marketing suite that includes a dozen features you'll never touch. The myth that expensive equals better persists because it's easy to sell. It preys on the desire for a quick fix, the belief that a higher price tag guarantees a better outcome. But the real secret to business technology is much simpler. The best solution is the one that gets used. It's the tool that your team can adopt without a week of training. It's the software that saves you an hour a day, every day. It's the platform that makes you look good without requiring you to become a tech expert. So the next time you're considering a new piece of technology for your business, ask yourself a few questions. First, what specific problem am I trying to solve? Be precise. I need to be better at social media is too vague. I need to create and publish a professional-looking post on 3 platforms in under 5 minutes is a specific, solvable problem. Second, will I actually use this every day? Be honest with yourself. If the answer is maybe, or it looks complicated, then it's probably not the right fit. The best tool is the one that becomes a seamless part of your daily routine. Third, does it respect my time? Does it save you more time than it takes to learn and manage? If a tool saves you 10 minutes a day but takes an hour a week to maintain, it's not a net positive. Finally, does it make you feel empowered or overwhelmed? Technology should give you a sense of control and confidence. If it just adds to your stress, it's not working for you. Your business is unique, your processes are unique, your challenges are unique, your tools should be just as tailored. You don't need a one-size-fits-all solution designed for a 500-person company. You need a tool that was built with someone like you in mind, a busy owner who wears multiple hats and needs to get things done, quickly and effectively. The future of small business technology isn't about more features or higher price points. It's about smarter, simpler, and more intuitive design. It's about tools that understand the context of a small business and adapt to serve it. It's about AI that doesn't just generate text, but understands your brand voice and handles the entire workflow, from idea to publication, without you having to think about it. That's the future we're building towards, a future where technology empowers small businesses to compete on a level playing field, not by outspending the big guys, but by being smarter, faster, and more connected to their communities. A future where you can spend 20 minutes serving a customer instead of 20 minutes fighting with a social media app. Because at the end of the day, your business isn't about the software you use, it's about the value you provide to your customers. Your tools should serve that mission, not distract from it. They should be the invisible engine in the background, quietly and efficiently doing the repetitive work, so you can focus on the human work, the creative work, the strategic work, the relationship-building work that truly grows a business. So let's bust this myth once and for all. Expensive does not equal better. Complex does not equal powerful. The most powerful technology is the technology you actually use. The most valuable investment is the tool that gives you back your most precious resource, your time. Choose simplicity, choose efficiency, choose tools that are built for your reality, and get back to doing what you do best, running your business. ContentGenio.AI